Okay, so question 6. The air pressure in a tyre measures 7.2 bar and air is leaking out at the rate of 0.2 bar per day. Assume that the air continues to leak at the same rate. How many days will the pressure measure? 4.8 bar. Right then, so we're looking, how much pressure are we looking to lose? And how long is that going to take? So that's essentially what we're asked to do. So if it starts off with 7.2 and we want it to go down to 4.8, we're looking how long does it take to lose 2.4 bar. Now because it's reducing at a rate of 0.2 bar per day, how many 0.2s make 2.4? So 2.4 divided by 0.2. That's what we're trying to work out here. Now 2.4 divided by 0.2 is exactly the same as 24 divided by 2, equivalent fractions. So the answer is 12 days. Now, part B, it says, in fact, the rate that the air leaks out increases each day. How does this affect your answer to part A? Well, if it increases, the rate in which it's leaking out increases every day, it will take fewer days. It will take less than 12 days for it to reduce. So you'd have to write something here like, it would take fewer days. It would take fewer days. Take fewer days. Right, next question. I like this one. Right, so I have ABD is a parallelogram and I'm told straight off look that AB is equal to AC. So I know that that length is equal to that length, which means I know this angle is equal to this angle because I've got an isosceles triangle. I know straight off that this angle just here is 65 degrees because opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So I also know that this one is 65 degrees, just there, which means I can work out this top one just here because I know that in a triangle, the angles have to add up to 180. Now it does say show that, so I am going to do a bit more working down here. So when I do 180, take away these two 65s here, I know that that leaves me with 50 degrees. So what I do now is I type this right in, that angle just there's 50. It's really good if you do draw on the diagram. Now what other things can I work out? I can't work out X yet, but I can work out this angle just here. Because what I've got is I've got another triangle where I know that these three angles have to add up to 180. So what I need to do is I need to add together the angles. So I need to go 180, I need to take off 72, and I need to take off 65. And that'll tell me the angle that is at the top there. Now when I do that, what that gives me, I need to do a bit more working out here. 62, 65, 65 is 137. So I do know that missing angle is 43. A bit more working out needed for that one. Right, so that one's 43. Now, I can't work out X yet. It tells me X is 22, so I know the answer already, but I've got to show it, so I've got to use some other things. Now, there's a few different ways of doing this. Like I said, what I would now do is I would know that this angle that I'm marking here in blue is equal to this angle that I'm also marking here in blue. Again, because opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. Now, I also know that in a parallelogram, because it's a four-sided shape, all four angles have to add up to 360. So what I'll do is I'll do 360, I'll take away the two 65s, so that gives me 65 is 130, so that gives me 230. So because I know that these angles here are the same, I'll half that 230 and it'll tell me what the blue angles are each. So if I half 230, that gives me 115. So I know those angles marked in blue have got to be 115. Now because I know that this angle has got to be 115, when I do 115 and I take away the 50, and I take away the 43, it's got to give me 22, which it does, and I've shown it. There's other ways to do that one, but there's a way to find that angle.